There's going to be a lot of moms that aren't going to like my post.
Watch your mouth, buddy.
But I'm going to stand up and say, this was my choice. It's what I did. So I married a beautiful woman in 2006 who had two amazing kids. I didn't have any kids. So my first kids were her kids. Their dad hadn't been gone very long, but I fell in love with this family and I came into this family. Now, I had nothing to do with the court battle that both of them had going on until the child support and alimony numbers came through.
Today, I have another stepdad story for y'all.
Get your popcorn ready.
And this stepfather is going to explain to you exactly what he did with his wife's child support and her alimony. What it look like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Inside-ians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, I just got a real quick one for y'all. Because anytime I post anything about stepdads, everybody is really opinionated on one side or another side, even though it's one man's decision. So today I have this gentleman's story about, what he went through in his stepfather's saga. And I want y'all honest opinion on what y'all think of him and what y'all think of his decision.
There's going to be a lot of moms that aren't going to like my post, but I'm going to stand up and say, this was my choice. It's what I did. This is going to be a different post than my normal ones. So I married a beautiful woman in 2006 who had two amazing kids. I didn't have any kids. So my first kids were her kids. Their dad hadn't been gone very long, but I fell in love with this family and I came into this family. Now, I had nothing to do with the court battle that both of them had going on until the child support and alimony numbers came through. Now, mind you, I don't know this guy from Adam. I know some stories, and I love my wife. We have that in common, and I love the kids. But when those numbers came through, first thing that went through my mind is there's no way. This is going to bankrupt the guy. I'm stepping up. I'm saying, I want to marry this woman, and I want to take care of her, and I want to take care of the kids. No joke. The child support and alimony together was, now this is in 2006, we're over like $3,000. Two kids, 12 and 10, and alimony. I stepped up and I said, look, we're going back to court and we're going to drop those numbers. He cannot survive off of this. I work hard. I'm going to take care of you and the kids. Here's the one thing I always said. This was the rule. I'm not going to enjoy a boat that another guy pays for. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. We dropped those payments down to like $400 a month total.
My nigga.
You know what I did? I took care of my family. I paid for them because I really didn't want him to suffer. You know what happened when the kids turned 18? The county decided, yeah, they're going to go after him for back child support, which is what counties do. Yep. And we went right back to court. I said, look, wipe it away. All that's going to do is bankrupt him. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't. This is a relationship thing. Now I've stepped in. Now I'm going to take care of these kids. But this guy deserves an opportunity to restart. And I really never knew him very much. I took the kids to his place every other weekend. When we moved away, I drove 5 hours round trip on every other Friday and every other Sunday to take the kids to them, to spend time. You know what? Dads are important. Dads kind of have it tough. Dads are important. Whether they're bio dads or stepdads, look, it's tough enough living without your kids. And I know that they need to support, and I get that. But as a new guy, as a new dad stepping in, you know what? I care about dads. And this guy doesn't need to be bankrupt. I'm there. I'm stepping in. This is the family that I love. And I want to take care of them. I'm not going out on the lake on a boat that some other guy is paying for. Guys don't do that to guys. He didn't do anything to me. But he did father these kids. And he deserves to have some time with them. Dads, I got you.
You did what you had to do.
Just a couple quick initial takeaways. So you mean to tell me my man won Mr. Nice Guy 2006, all up in court telling people that he wants nobody to pay for these kids but himself. The courts allow him to pay for the kids up until they're 18 to turn around and take the father for back child support. Wow. Wow. That's one. Another, I do want to give my man some props for, attempting to be honorable, because I wouldn't want to live a life that another man is paying for either. So I got to give him some credit for that.
He's a good man.
But I also have to ask, how many of my single mothers out there or divorced mothers out there would allow for somebody to tell them that they can't collect child support or they can't collect alimony? How many people's going for that?
There is no way in heck that I'm letting that happen.
Like, my man did a whole lot in this story, and he did a whole lot, and it's seeming like on the back end, he didn't get too much in return, because right now, I don't know his whole story because he's an honorable dude and he's not putting all his business on the internet, but he's in the same situation as the ex-baby father right now.
Yeah, I know this isn't going to be like some of my other posts. If you've watched some of my things, I hope that you realize that I'm way open to being raw and open with you. It's time for 2 minutes of useless nonsense that may or may not change your life. And that's my tagline on these. I'm going to ask you to follow, like, share. I don't know. I'm kind of having a bad day. I miss my kids. I know some of you have seen some of my other videos. And you know how life kind of changes. And you wouldn't take anything back. If you've seen some of my other videos, yeah, there's nothing I would change. But I do miss my kids. Go back one and hear about me bragging on my kids. They're 16 and 14. I haven't lived with them for about a year. It just means that as a dad, I haven't been able to be there and influence. I mean, I'm there at games, but not at the kitchen table. It's just kind of been a hard day. So I just want you to know, and dads that are posting here, thank you, because I'm watching your stuff, because it means something. And I hope some of the raw that I put out here, I hope it means something and connects. I really don't have a theme to my videos. It's all random, but it's life. And thanks. Thanks for the prayers, because I'm praying for you too. God bless.
Dang, man, that has to be a horrible feeling, man. You got to be in the house with somebody else's kids until they turn 18 and leave, but you had to leave the house a couple years before your kids turned 18 and left the nest. That's a tough one, man. That's a real tough one. I can say it's a good possibility My man might not be, one of the guilty parties in this one. My man has thrown nobody under the bus, not the ex-wife, not the ex-husbands. Like, he's thrown nobody under the bus. He's just expressed how much he missed his children and wanted to play fair ball. So, like I said, that's another stepdad story for y'all. Y'all seem to always have, heavy judgments on these type situations. Hate to put it, but the people the people that be kind of negative toward these situations, they kind of got a leg up in this one, because my man did a whole lot to still end up with the short end of the stick. Like I said, we don't know their situation, but my man in the same situation that the ex-husband or the baby father was in when he joined the picture. Shit. So he got the same treatment as the other guy. So I can't call it. If you are on TikTok, go over and give my man 2 Minute Life Changer a follow. Drop him a nice comment, man. Help him out in the algorithm. He could use the nice comments right now. As he told you, he feeling a little low and he going through something. And last time somebody else was going through something, he tried to be as accommodating as possible. So let's try to help my man out. Like I said, man, y'all hit me up in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feel about this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be varying opinions on both sides, like it always is. But this ain't a good example right here. This is not a good example right here for taking that risk.
It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly, but it's necessary.
But anyway, man, this video is going to end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.